here. We have a guest waiting in the green room. I don't want to make them wait any longer, so we're going to get them on here. Superstar, amazing, man of the match, great player on that first match of the season, and we're hoping for more of that sooner rather than later. That is Mr. Cameron Dunbar. Cameron, welcome back onto our show. How are you doing?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm good. Really happy to be back on the field and playing. Um, so yeah, I can't complain. Can't complain about that, other than the fact that maybe we haven't been getting the best results. But I'm grateful to God that I'm back on the field.
Well, and I'll tell you this. I mean, there's some belief that we can get this going. I think we heard it from Carlos earlier. Like at least we're struggling early on. We can maybe hit the ball, get running later on in the season. Let me ask you what it's like as a player. You had an amazing start to the season in that 4-2 victory over Oakland. You were the man that made it all happen. It seemed like with some great play out there, and then you pick up a knock. How does that impact a player like you? After a great performance, you pick up a knock, and now you're working back into form. What is that? How does that work? How does that go for a player in the mind, physically, and all that stuff?
Yeah, it can be pretty tough at sometimes. Just get tired of sitting on the sideline, watching games, watching trainings. Um, you just get that itch. You want to be back on the field so bad, but your body is just it's not ready yet. So you have to be patient. But most importantly is just try to stay in a good headspace to still be grateful, to still enjoy the things that are around you, and not just get so caught up in the things that I don't have or that we don't have. And thankfully, having gone through an injury that left me out for significantly longer, this was much easier to deal with, and to be able to stay positive and really just keep it going, being ready for when I get back, and to try and continue right where I left off.
And so your second season here with Orange County, it's well, I guess second full season, I guess is the way we'll say it, right? How is it different you being able to stay in one place for multiple seasons as opposed to what a lot of players go through where you're jumping around from team to team, season to season, moving up, moving down, all that stuff. How does the consistency and the knowing this is where you are, how does that help a player mentally prepare for a season and know what to sort of expect and how they need to perform?
It helps a lot, and you see it with a lot of players, maybe when they're, and for me, especially since I'm from, this is my home. My family is in LA, and not just my mom and dad and brothers, but my grandparents, my aunts and uncles, everyone is here. So it's really just an amazing feeling being able to go and see them. If I feel lonely, or if I feel like I just want to go spend time with someone I love, it makes the on-field part much easier, knowing you have support from those that want you to succeed, and are constantly around you. It helps tremendously, and being able to having spent a year last year in the organization and in the club, and having to go through a lot, to learn a lot, just as a professional, and as an athlete, has helped grow me this year. And I think that's just how it is in life. Experience, you gain experience, and it helps you for whenever you need it next. And yeah, being able to go through it last year, and take those moments and carry them with me now has been helpful. And I feel like I'm able to be in a much better headspace, and in a good spot.
Now, obviously, you're still very young when it comes to age, and you still have a bright future ahead of you when it comes to this sport. But there are a good number of players on the roster that are even younger than a Cameron Dunbar, and some of them maybe aren't in their hometowns while they're playing with a team like this, right? Or not where they grew up, not where they have a lot of family. What have you done, or how do you interact with these younger players to maybe make them feel more comfortable, help them adjust? Help them learn how to become professionals because you've had, although again you're still very young, you've had years of experience in this at this point, but you got some younger players like Pedro and others that maybe are just learning how to deal with this type of professional experience? What do you do for these players, or how do you interact with them?
Yeah, that's a great question because I feel like I was just in their position three, 4 years ago, to where I'm the new guy in the locker room, working with experienced players and guys that I grew up watching on the TV. And it can be tough. It can be intimidating at some points. But being able to have that kind of older, almost like a mentor figure in the locker room that wants you to succeed and that is going to be able to help you and kind of give you advice and tips is something that I wish I had. Yeah, I wish I had when I first was kind of coming up. Because it helps. I feel like it's always good to have someone that's in your corner and that's trying to help you, whether it be in training or in matches, to improve and grow. And I feel like I want to try to be that guy that I wish I had when I was 16, 17 years old, just kind of stepping into the professional environment. And I want them to know that, that they're great. They're good. They're here for a reason. And, I believe in them. I want them to know that I'm gonna give them confidence. And whatever they need, I'm gonna try to lift them up and help them in any situation where I can. But yeah, and it's good, especially with Ben and Bryce. I spend a lot of time with them. They play the same position, so we're constantly working on areas of our game. Um, and yeah, just to get them to do extra work on the field or in the gym. I try to get them going because I want them to push to be the best that they can be.
That's awesome, Dunbar. And I think Ray kind of already touched up on it a little bit, but I'm going to try and frame it in a different way. But obviously, you had an amazing first game, then you got injured, been out for a little bit, and I do think that I speak for all Orange County fans in that we are all very excited that you're back. You are huge, part of the run that we had at the end of last season, and everybody believes that you can be a big part of getting us back into where we need to be now. But as far as that injury goes, a couple questions. Are you back at like 100%? Do you feel confident? Do you feel ready? And are you stepping onto the pitch in these next few games to try and be a little bit more careful or a little bit more hungry to really cement yourself as a part of the starting 11?
Yeah, that's another good question. And physically, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling ready to go. And this, yeah, some kind of an issue that I've had working with the medical staff and the trainers here is I'm ready when as soon as I feel ready to go, I'm gonna go 100%. Even if maybe my body's at 80, 90%, but I'm gonna be pushing. And because that's just how I play. I want to be fast. I want to be faster than whoever I'm playing against, quicker than whoever I'm playing against. And that's a big part of my game. So whenever I'm on the field, that's my mentality is that I'm gonna give my best effort. I'm gonna try to be the best version of myself that I can and run at defenders and create for my teammates. Um, so yeah, that's what I try to do anytime I step on the field, and that's all I can say really is I'm ready to go and I'm gonna give 100% anytime I'm on the field.
Yeah, and I think we definitely see that, and it's exciting to hear that just coming from you, personally as well, that we can look forward to in these next few matches. Yeah, and as far as like your personal play, I know that you were with us last year. How do you feel as far as you personally, the difference between last season and this season, as far as like your own personal goals? Have they changed at all? Do you still have those same goals for your, personal play style or personal goals? Or being with the team for a little bit, has it maybe shifted a little bit into a, different goal or a different mindset than maybe you had at the beginning of last season?
Yeah, I think each season is different. And I prepare differently after each season, depending on what I feel like I learned or I feel like I need to improve on or I can continue to improve on. Um, But yeah, my position is to create goals, to get assists, to be dangerous, to try and be a dangerous player on the wings, and to yeah, to just create for my teammates and the team in any way that I can for however long I'm on the field. So yeah, that's my focus. That's been my focus since we lost in the season ended last year. Used to be how can I be better? How can I help the team more? How can I be more impactful when I'm on the field, and just continue to grow into the player that I want to be and to reach the levels that I want to reach.
Yeah, well, and I think one of the best assists that we all saw, and I think fans voted on last season, was that cross you had into Dylan Powers in the playoff match against Memphis. So we are very much looking forward to more of those kind of crosses, more of those assists. But I really think that you're going to get a lot of goals this season too. So we're really excited about that. One more question from me, at least, is I know this team is there's about half players from last season, half new players. So who are some newer players to this roster that excite you the most, or maybe that you like playing with the most on the pitch?
I mean, it's a tough question, but I think we have a good group of guys, and the pieces we've added are can help us in all areas of the field. But yeah, one guy and it's unfortunate because I won't be able to play with him anymore, but was Grayson. Dude, he was a guy that I felt like I was building a lot of chemistry with from the right back position because we were playing on the same side. And it was also someone that I've known since I was probably 14 or 15 years old, growing up playing in Southern California. So to be able to play on the same team finally was nice. And I felt like we were able to build, and we were getting to know each other really well throughout the preseason and in that first game. But yeah, it sucks that he's recovering, but I can't wait for him to be back. But I also got a shout out to my roommates Mo and Sila. We're with each other all the time. Yeah, someone just walked in the door right now, but building up those connections and working together um, is going to be great. And I love the way they play. I love Mo's intensity, his desire to run and to just find a way to make something happen. And Silas is brilliant with the ball. He's creative. He's good dribbler. And we see the game in similar ways. So I think we can connect and help each other both. Yeah, on and off the field because we both have chores to do here. But yeah,
All right. Really quick from you, Cameron, because you brought up your roommates, Mo and Sila. Who's the messier of the roommates?
no, I'm not gonna do anybody like that. I'm not gonna do anybody. We usually keep our houses clean. Our
Okay,
houses clean.
I'll ask it this then: who has the better music taste?
We'll just say me. I gotta put me. I'll be on odds.
What a great down the middle answer from Cam Dunbar. Carlos, you got a question or two for
Yeah,
Cam?
yeah, yes, I do. So, right now the team started off strong. We had a great first game. You had a great game. Unfortunately, you got hurt, so you've been out for a bit, but you're coming back into the fold. Right now, the team morale, like, what is the team morale right now? I know you guys probably feel that the results aren't coming your way. What's the team morale? What it's like, and what are the conversations, or what are the steps are you guys taking to kind of remedy this rut that we're in?
Yeah, it's frustration. I would say that's probably the biggest feeling in the locker room and just around the team is because we know we have much more to offer, and we know we can be better. And I think if we weren't feeling that way, it would be a concern, because we feel like we have the capabilities to be challenging any team on any given day, and we have quality players all around the field. And it's just a matter of getting everyone going, getting everyone firing, and on the same page with and without the ball. Um, because I've watched everyone on the team play. I've watched individual highlights of everyone, so I know the levels that all of the guys can reach and everyone can contribute. Um, so I think everyone is ready to give it their all, to improve, to watch the film, study where we need to improve and be better at, and work. That's really all you can do, is to focus on the present, focus on the day and the task at hand, and to just be the best that we can be in those moments, and to make plays on Saturday night, and yeah, get back in the wins, get back to scoring goals, get back to getting clean sheets, because we know we have the ability, and we all want to do it. We all want to be one of the premier teams in the league, and to be fighting for trophies at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, that's awesome to hear. Where we see you guys struggling, we're suffering with you, but we can't wait for us to get on a good run. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. That was a little bit of a deep question. Do you have any pregame rituals that you do, or is there like a pregame meal that you have to have, and then or maybe even like a pregame song, pregame music that you or playlist that you have?
Yeah, I do have a pregame playlist that I only listen to on the match day.
Nice.
I always take a nap. I always um it's really just a chill day before the game. I try to get it in a good headspace, do a little bit of uh visualization, meditation, just prepare for the game, trying to be in a calm state. And then my music is very it's good vibes. I'm dancing. I'm kind of getting ready. I'm in a joyful mood, trying to. 'Cause I mean, it's what I love to do. So try to be in the most almost like a playful energy, a playful state that I can be in, and then just go out on the field and do what I love to do.
Yep. No, awesome, man. Awesome.
Awesome.
Just to
Awesome.
let you
Yeah.
know, before you go in, Ray, I also have a playlist before pre-games that I listen to as I go into tailgating and I go in to celebrate you guys, and it's all Orange County bands. So just wanted to relate to you a little bit on that.
I think everyone does that. I mean, I had my playlist for my soccer team when I was coaching of a bunch of songs, old and new, that the kids all started learning. Like they would be singing along because they heard it so often. Really quick, we like to do a fun rapid fire 10 questions, this or that, just so fans can get to know you. There's usually a little bit of a theme behind it. We'll see if you can figure it out. Cameron, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
The rules are first answer that comes to mind. Don't think about it. First question: the Lakers dynasty or Dodgers legacy?
Lakers dynasty.
All right. SoFi Stadium, Rams or Chargers?
Rams.
All right. Intuit Dome or Crypto.com Arena?
Crypto.com arena.
All right. Galaxy or LAFC?
Gotta
I
go
think
with
we
the
all know the
Galaxy.
answer.
Gotta go with the Galaxy.
All right. Angel City FC or Sparks?
Let's go Angel City. Let's go Angel
All right.
City.
Trojans football or Bruins basketball?
Trojans football.
All right. Beach volleyball in the South Bay or surfing in Malibu?
You're asking the wrong guy that one. I'm gonna say beach volleyball.
Hey, we gotta ask these questions. The roar of the crowd at a playoff game or the laid back, SoCal atmosphere at a game?
The roar of the crowd, 100%.
All right. Celebrity sightings at a game or local diehard fans?
Local diehard fans.
Perfect answer for the CLC invasion of our show. Last one: Vin Scully or Chick Hearn?
Ben
That's a
Scully.
tough one. I was gonna say that's a tough one to have to answer. Let me ask you, Cam. Do you know what the theme was of this rapid fire question?
I'm gonna say something like Los Angeles topic. That's the theme.
Yeah, Los Angeles sports was the topic, all courtesy of Google Gemini. I typed it in and it gave me those 10 questions. So thank you for that. Cam, any last message to the fans that are going to be making the trip out for the match this weekend and for the remainder of the season, what do you want to say to the fans?
We appreciate your guys' support. No matter what, we're gonna give it our all, and we're gonna try to get back to getting wins for you guys, giving you guys lots of joy, giving you guys things to cheer about and to be happy about on Saturday night. So can't wait to see you guys, and yeah, see you soon. See you Saturday, and we're gonna be fighting for the 3 points.
Awesome, everyone. That is Cameron Dunbar, forward right wing for your Orange County Soccer Club. We're looking forward to a lot of great performances from Cam this season. Thank you as always, Cam, and we look forward to talking to you again very soon.
Thank you guys. See you
Well,
guys.
Great. Thank you, Kim.
thank you. There we go. Cameron Dunbar, a great guest to have on here. He had an amazing start of the season. If not for an injury, I think it would have been an amazing run for Orange County. We're hoping now that he's getting back fit into the thing, the pitch, we'll see some success for the good guys at Championship Soccer Stadium and on the road.